Hey there, it is John Chen. It is May, geez, 2026? Yeah, it's May 26th. And welcome to another edition of Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast. I have released the official podcast. By the way, check it out, Engaging Virtual Meetings dot online. I think sometimes you have to put the www in front of it. And it is releasing a new episode every Wednesday. I've already got a 60 to 80 episodes queued up. So you're going to get something new every single week. But if you subscribe here, you get all of these interviews as they happen because we are streaming now live on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter and something else. I don't know. I'm excited. I just got back from ATD, the Association of Talent Development's conference in San Diego. One of the largest in the training industry, 100 people, all from training agencies around the world. I was hanging around there with Adobe Connect, and we had a live production studio where we had 200 people sign up for over 15 hours of training. For those who couldn't even make it to ATD, we were broadcasting live from the expo floor, and let me tell you, a lot of people stopped. They were taking photos and videos and going, what the heck is that? So we had a full-blown 3-camera studio in addition to a green screen that allowed people to present inside of their slides. And we actually took somebody from the audience, converted their slide deck, and he did a 10 to 15 minute presentation. So shout out to Eric Gerard of Gerard Training. Fun fact, if you've ever had Gerard dressing, that is his family's dressing. Speaking of dressing, this amazing person I met at GSM Con, which stands for Government Social Media, and she is a Canva queen. You know Canva. Canva's starting to replace good friends like PowerPoint and whatever you want to call it out there. And Canva, I know a lot of people are creating a lot of very, very cool stuff. So I'm a self-admitted too Canva novice. I have done some stuff, but I certainly, it is not currently my primary tool, and I'm excited to learn more of that. Hailing from the city of Wichita Falls, Kansas, let's bring in the one and only Anndrea Harris. Hey, Anndrea, how are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm good. And I'm in Wichita Falls, Texas.
What's it?
I'm in Wichita Falls, Texas.
You what? Oh my God, I got the wrong one. Oh.
It's
Well, I'm
okay.
heading to Dallas now. I just found out I'm speaking at a conference in Dallas. I hope it's close. Maybe it's not. It's a big state.
Yes. It's like 2 hours away from me, so not far at all.
Well, good. Well. Hopefully, Andrea, we'll have something. We'll meet in the middle, and we'll have some
Yes, you'll have to
fun
let me know
Texas
when you're
food.
going to Dallas.
That'll be the most important question. Like, what's your favorite restaurant in Texas
Mine currently.
currently? You changed too, right?
Yes, it changes all the time. Anywhere where I can get good catfish for sure. So Papados.
Ah,
I do like this like hole in the wall chicken place called Lisa's Chicken, and they have really good catfish. So
catfish. I love catfish.
yes.
There's one or two places I would feel okay about taking to you for some southern food here in Seattle. One of them is called Catfish Corner.
Okay.
There you go. Well, I'm not catfishing you in this moment. So let's do this for my friends who don't know you, Andrea. Take a moment to introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do.
So my name is Anndrea Harris. I am the social media and marketing specialist here at the City of Wichita Falls. I am a mother of three. And I am a huge volunteer in my community. I love volunteerism and I love all things marketing. And I just have a passion for Canva, and that has allowed me to travel the world to be able to share Canva with other people and show them how to be successful, attract their ideal clients, and reach their target audience.
What's your favorite? No, well, maybe let's go back to the beginnings, right? So, what did you use before Canva?
I'm actually embarrassed to say, but
Here, I'll help you out. I used Microsoft's Movie Maker, and I still use Paint to this day to do
oh,
some.
you know,
Well, I'll just lower the bar and let you say anything you want.
okay, well, you got me beat on the paint. I definitely use PowerPoint to create all of my graphics and a few apps on my cell phone and a lot of emailing back and forth to myself.
Oh, because you got to send the thing to another format to another app, right?
Exactly.
It's kind of like the sneaker net of apps, which is, remember, sneaker net is when you had a USB. Oh, look, I have one, a USB drive, right? And you would just push it from computer to computer.
Right.
Okay, so what year did you find Canva?
So I started using Canva in 2017.
2017. Okay, so you got like 6 years on this platform, right?
Yeah,
And I
and
want
it
to
has definitely evolved a lot since
I,
2017.
I want to give a shout out to Victor Delaluz. He's a winemaker from Walla Walla. Let's see, Andrea, are you a partaker of wine, or is that a pass for you?
I am a partaker of wine. Yes.
Well, one day we'll get you to Walla Walla, Washington, which is
Okay.
one of the top wine growing regions here in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, so you found Canva 6 years ago, and what was it? I know that like people are loyal to apps like PowerPoint and other stuff, and even if, like even if it gets worse or far as behind, people will stay there because they just know it, right? As we get older, we're
Right.
right, we get a little lazy. So I would love to. What were like the one or two things that crossed you over? You're going like, that's it. I'm going to be on Canva. I'm going to stay on Canva. I'm going to figure it out.
I think just the all in one, being able to do absolutely everything that I need to do to be successful, whether it's at work or in my business or to help my clients. Um, that was the deal breaker. I was like, I can do everything in this one app. I don't have to go to all of the different platforms to try to figure it out. And I can schedule my posts from Canva. So game changer. Yes.
How many can you do? How many can you schedule ahead? Because so I use Hootsuite, although Hootsuite is
Mhm. I
very
do too.
expensive recently.
Yeah, so I actually personally still use Hootsuite just because I do like it a lot, and I manage multiple platforms all at the same time. But I mean, you can post to up to 8 different platforms at one time using Canva.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm posting 10 with Hootsuite, and I can
Mhm.
schedule. I think it's like 30 is my max because I'm 30 times 10, so it's like 300 total
Mhm.
posts. All right, and I'll schedule like one a day for 30 days on 10 platforms. That's 300 posts, and that's how both. By the way, Andrea and I are both rising creator stars
Yes,
on Facebook. We're in the top 4%. You're talking to like royalty, the king and the queen here.
facts.
Okay, so let's do this. So tell me some of your favorite things about Canva, like your most used features or most used techniques. And also, I know that you have Canva queued up. If you'd like, we could tour a little bit right now. We can just get it.
Yeah, let's do that. I can just show you around.
Sarah Carter says, "Wow, I love that option to post." She didn't even know. And by the way, my Facebook is blowing up right now.
Yes, that's because we're rising stars.
Oh, so,
Okay, so
yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I got to see your shirt. Just could you see your shirt for a second? It says
it says who is.
Oh my God, you have a Who in? I just thought it said whoa. No, it says Who in. Here, I'll just tell you too. Andrea said they're like, who did that? And it said Who in, right? That's kind of where your brand came from. I love it. Okay, go ahead. You got the screen.
Okay, so I mean, Canva is template based, so like and keyword based. So I think that's the biggest thing that helped me fall in love with it is because sometimes we know exactly what it is that we want to create. We don't know how to do it, or sometimes we don't know where to start. And so oftentimes when you're in a PowerPoint or a paint, you literally starting with a white box. And everybody is not rising stars or creatives like we are to be able to start from a white box. So
You got to start
Canva
somewhere,
allows us,
right?
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Canva allows us to look like a professional graphic designer when we're really not.
Wow.
And so that is the biggest thing right there. I mean, anything that you can think of that you're looking for, that you're trying to create, you can find it in Canva by just plugging in keywords right here.
And do
They
you
have
feel
thousands of templates.
you have what, a degree in marketing or anything like that? Did you graduate? I
I
know.
know.
Oh,
Mhm.
you just specialize in
I
marketing?
went to college and I'm an only child. I
Yeah.
did what you were supposed to do in college. Have
Wow.
fun, get drunk, and not finish, right?
What college was that? Mine was UCSB, one of the biggest known party schools of all time.
I actually went to Midwestern State here in Wichita Falls, so there is not a whole lot to do but get drunk. So, yeah, I did that. If anybody needs help, I got you.
So you're not a graphic designer by trade either, right? I just
I
want to.
mean, I can. I say that I am because I feel like I have enough experience to be, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're
And
not
nobody's gonna question me, are they?
you're not quote unquote classically trained, but I think that when you learn this way, right? You look at your stats every day, and hopefully later on you'll share with something that went partially or kind of viral for either yourself or your city. But okay, some of your favorite features. Go ahead and show us around.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the newest features. Let's see. Let's just do one. Here's one we can do.
Photo hacks.
Okay, so here's a few. Like here's just this random photo here, and you could what you would usually have to go to like Adobe Photoshop or things like that. You can do right here in Canva. So I want to change the background in this photo.
Yes.
So if I click Edit Photo
Yes.
and go right here where it says Adjust,
Uh huh.
I can do background. It'll pull my background, and I'm able to change the colors
What?
in any photo.
But not you.
I mean, if I want to change the color of me, I
I
can.
saw that. I saw that foreground. Right. Yeah. But it looks. I love that. It looks like you're in the Caribbean now. Right. Big yellow wall.
So here I go. I can change the color of me also.
Got it. Cool.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
So super cool feature. Let's see. Like I said, everything just being in that one spot. I love this feature here. Let's show you.
Sarah Carter too says yes. Showing up looking clean, sharp, and professional is so important to get that contract. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for that.
Okay, let's see. So here's another one. Let's find an image.
A photo of
Um,
me in there. I think I saw a photo of me.
I do have a photo of you. I'm already ready for you. I didn't know what you was gonna spring up on me, so I had to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just use my logo.
Oh, cool.
And eventually I want to sell mugs with my logo. I don't know if people would buy them or not, but I would.
Yeah.
Um, so same concept, edit photo, and you can actually make your own smart mock-up images here.
Sarah Carter already said she loves your shirt, so that's sale number one.
Oh yeah. So tell Sarah to buy my mug that I'm about to make it on here. Let's see. And so as you can see right here, there's a ton of different mock-ups that you can make. You can do frames, you can do apparel,
Yeah.
tote bags, all kinds of stuff. Here, we'll just do a shirt.
Hoodies.
Hoodies, literally everything.
So, do you just dragged your logo on your shirt? Oh my! What happened there?
I did. You can adjust it to fit like
Yeah.
however you want it, and then you can size it using these features here. So
Yeah.
this is a newer version of the Smart Mockup. I actually personally like to go to the older version. I'll show you that. A lot of people still have the older version of it on their Canva because it hasn't been updated. Everybody's Canva hasn't been updated. So let's go
Oh,
to the
oh,
older
I
version.
see. And you can choose if you're a.
Yeah, so you can go back and forth. Just
Uh,
because some things are still like in like beta testing and stuff, so you can
yeah.
still use the older version of things. Here's a mug here,
So that was
and
super
I'm
cool
on city
because
government internet, so that's why mine is slow.
having those templates and sticking stuff on it and having it fit on there as if it was real. Like again, I have a separate video service to do it, but I haven't done it that often. I think in PowerPoint or other play. Like sometimes some of these things like they take more time to do in other platforms, right? They're just harder.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh,
So
that's
there,
cool. So you could just be making a product line that doesn't exist, but if you got a bunch of stuff,
correct.
you could like
Uh,
start.
you can start your Etsy page and everything,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hopefully by the time somebody orders, you find somebody that can make the stuff for you.
See, this looks like, and so, but this shot to do in reality, you have to get a wood block, you have to paint it, you have to get a thing, you have to get a high end camera. But it's like $600, $700, $800 plus your time, and then if you're not
Exactly.
that good with the camera, you have to do it. But you just did it here in Canva in less than a few seconds. All right, let's do something for me. So let me see. Here, I'll give you three choices. I just launched a podcast. In fact,
Okay.
actually, you could create the square image for the podcast edition when I release your episode.
Let's
How
do
does that
that.
sound?
All right, let's do that. Let's see.
By the way, we have not rehearsed this, right? I'm just telling you that Andrew is
Not
doing
at
this
all.
on the
Okay.
fly. We did not agree upon this. Jeez.
Okay, so we're gonna do the square image.
Yes.
Let's see.
It was above. I saw Instagram, right? Right.
That was that
Higher.
story.
Right. Nope. Right
Let's see, here we go.
there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, good. Square.
All right. So, I mean, we can even, let's see. I mean, you can even search
Podcast.
podcast
That's a
and it'll
cover.
literally pop right up.
Wow.
Or, I mean, so like I personally like to do a bunch of different ones
Okay.
until I find the one that I like. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't like that.
So half of Canva is like learning the right search keys, right?
Hmm. Yeah, because it's all keyword based. That's correct.
Yeah, keyword based.
Okay. So we'll go back to using this one.
Okay.
Let's see. And then two, the other thing is branding. So
Yes.
you can set up your brand hub in Canva. And so what that means is you can upload all of your logos,
All right.
and I'll click off and show you right here. So here's your home screen, here's your brand hub here. And
Now
so here's all the brand hubs that I've created.
what level of Canva do you need to get this thing?
You can have the free version of Canva. I highly recommend going pro.
Go Pro. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna go big, go pro.
Okay.
So you can upload all of your logos and your brand colors and fonts.
I didn't
And
know.
so the reason why that is important is because it allows you to be able to, once you pick the template that you like,
Yeah.
here's your template, you can go to style here and then just incorporate your brand colors. So you don't have to like figure out what colors you want it to be. Canva will do it for you.
It like, oh, you just keep clicking and it's rotating and guessing
It's
some stuff.
rotating and guessing options that I may like.
Got it.
And so if I picked another brand, it'll do the same thing.
So I'm kind of red or black. I'd have to give you my colors, but I also have yellow. Those are all the things on my book cover, right? This is now what my brand is. So that's the short version.
And then, I mean, it can suggest combinations also.
Okay.
So let's do this one. It looks pretty close to what you got going on.
Okay. You could also brand it with you because you're the guest.
Okay. Well, I have all the colors, as you can see.
I saw it. You got all the colors.
In my brand. Okay. So, and that's where I got your photo. So we can find you here.
You just borrowed me from that's Tiger Cafe for my friend Tiger Todd in Vegas. That's in San Diego. We were just there.
Goofy. So we're gonna take the cafe out.
Oh, this is funny too. Now I feel like one of those, the new ad videos that are on, where they just sit around and they point to caption this. I'm gonna like make one of those because I'm playing a game that all they do is I get that ad about 100 times a day right now. So I'm ready to do a parody on that. This is great.
And so the cool thing too is you can like link certain things in Canva. So like you can also create like, what they would call like a link in bio. You can generate a website on here under your Canva account.
That's right. Yeah, you can make a website and then publish it, right?
That's correct.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, we're literally going off the fly on this, so
yeah, that's
no
right.
pressure, huh?
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be.
Oh no, it has to be perfect. No, I'm just kidding.
It has to be who Anndrea approved.
So another really cool feature is you could animate your text and your images to do certain things.
So you're saying like this will turn it into a GIF or something? Like it'll rotate or
So like here is our animation. And let's say you want us to do like this.
I like the bee on the other side. That's hilarious too. But this follows one of my my presentation designer friends, right? That anything that's animated, your eyes will follow, which is good for marketing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean that is the new thing nowadays. Is people that's all they watch is videos now. Like you don't see anybody hardly watch anything else. And so that's a really cool thing about Canva is like even if you just have a static graphic, you can make that graphic move and now you have more eyes on it than what you would potentially not have on it. So
It means you could recycle some old stuff you posted and
you
animate
really
it and then make it new, right?
could. You really could.
That's cool.
Definitely could do that.
And what's your take on short form video, like such as TikTok and Reels?
I actually love it. I have started my own TikTok page and I am taking my TikToks and editing them in Canva.
Yes.
And so that allows me to be able to use them on multiple platforms. Um, so I don't have to like worry about like using the app to like take the watermark off and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
Um, and so I do enjoy that. But also too, um, I don't know, for city government it's hard now because we can't really use it.
TikTok, right? Oh, did
Mhm.
your city turn it off?
So our city hasn't officially turned it off just because they're ignorant to a lot of things that are going on right now with what we can and cannot do.
Yeah.
But we still have it just in case, something happens where they say, okay, JK, we can you can have it back now.
You
I
know,
don't know if that would ever happen, but you never know. It might.
it's tough. I mean, they have a lot of data, but at the same time, I know there are many government agencies or city agencies that got a huge following in a short amount of time.
I know. And but I mean, I've seen some people have some negative experiences with it when it comes to like their citizens and stuff. But overall, I mean, it's been a game changer for a lot of people.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she customized it. That's my, of course, that's my Facebook tag. Thank you.
Well, so
This whole finger pointing thing too. Like I said, this is the hot
everything.
trend in ad videos right now. All I need is a baby. I should just carry around a baby, right? And I don't understand why they keep like every woman has to carry a baby in some ad.
Right. Okay. And so then like maybe we should have you like look a little professional, like let's see what we can do.
She's gonna change my shirt. What's
I
happening?
am. I am gonna change your shirt. Let's see.
So this is called Magic Edit. Okay, great.
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay, and
I mean, let's see. We need a pink blazer for sure. Because you're talking to me. So we need some bright pink.
AI. This is the so Canva has already stuck in there. How long has the AI engine been in here?
It's been a few weeks now, so they probably released it maybe about a month and a half ago. Let's see.
Oh man, that's a blazer. Look at that.
That is.
This is so great. I could get a new wardrobe without paying anything.
Exactly. So those is like headshots have now been changed because you literally can wear a white t-shirt now and just use Canva to create your headshot.
Oh, there, that's blazer-esque.
So yes, I'm loving that.
All right, go ahead and let's do one more effect or something on here, and we'll finish up. This has been fun, though. I have not yet seen Canva's AI in action, so that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, I see a little outline action. Oh, you can tighten it up.
Yeah, so you can adjust it however you would like.
Is this one of those too, like Andrew, like you just played with stuff and then you like find the things that you like and then do them over? Is that kind of how?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's been.
Well, the other part here too, though, is that do you kind of just get in the groove? Like you just totally start to flow at some point? Like you got to create 5 or 10 graphics and you just start grooving?
Yeah, once I start going, I mean, typically I don't start with it depends on the day. There are some days where I can literally start with a white box and just go. And then
Yeah.
there's some days where I'll use multiple templates at the same time and just kind of like drag and drop. And then once I get it, I'm flowing. So it just depends on now as far as like being on the fly. It depends on the day. It depends on what I ate too.
Catfish versus something else.
Right. First it's a chili dog. That's my other go-to.
You have to go to, well, LA would be Pink's. If I think of chili dogs, right? That's a very famous chili dog place.
Exactly. Where'd your picture go?
I don't know, where did my picture go? Like I hit it.
Loaded. Oh, where did it go? My computer's loading to technology.
The other undo. Undo till I come back.
That's like undo, undo. Yeah, no, it's loading still.
Yeah, your mouse is constantly moving though, right? And clicking around. I think that's really one of the
Mhm.
keys. Is that that you're basically getting a chance to again to try out new things, faster than anybody else.
Mhm. And then another cool thing, I'll show you too while we wait for that to load. Let's see if I can pull one up real quick. I made a video not too long ago.
You did? You made a video? I did what? Canva has a video editor?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Is
Okay,
this one
so
it?
what do you got?
Is this one it? Okay, that's not it, but let's just start from scratch. Okay, so a video and
Okay, we're gonna do a bunch of smoke.
yes. All right. So once you have your video, you can go to edit video and you can remove the background on your video. So you can make your own GIFs. So if you made yourself like doing an action, you can drop it in Canva and just remove the background.
Wow. Some of these
Then,
backgrounds are, well, that one's black, so that's easy. But like when they're multicolored, it's a lot harder, at least in the tool that I'm currently using.
mhm,
Okay, so now you got two videos running, right?
mhm.
Okay.
So let's see, like this one, course fit. So then we can take our text. Text here. I'll use a different font so you can really see what I'm doing.
And that's the real key for tools like these, that once you get to know them like this, that you are moving faster than anybody else, that you can actually make changes in a short amount of time. You can generate a lot of things. And again, the whole key here too is it looks like you spent hours on it, but you could, some of these, again, we're going to do in like 20 minutes or less, right?
Hmm.
Oh, that's,
Exactly.
yeah. So overall, what are you trying to create here? Just like an example of a video, right?
Yes.
Oh,
So I'm
I,
gonna show you an example of a video here.
and what's the effect you're going for here?
Video though. So we're just gonna make the smoke look like it's coming through the words.
Oh, your connection maybe
It's lagging.
this is the sad part,
Yeah.
right? When the technology can't keep up with you, Andrea.
I know.
You're too fast.
uh, I'm also on city government internet too, so
Well, one day you'll have to come here to Seattle. You'll see what computer I'm running on, and you'll be going, "That's so not fair." It's like 64 gigs. It's like the latest i9. It's
it's
big,
definitely not fair.
fast. It also has.
I'm
Well, I
already
wonder if
kind of listening.
Canva uses a graphics card. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
There we go. Now I'm back working.
Yeah, I wonder how much Canva uses a graphics card, like the gaming graphics cards.
Uh,
If it's using video, I'm sure the odds are high. Also, some of this background processing can also be done in a graphics card.
and then too, they have the layer effects. So I know a lot of people who use like Adobe
Yes.
products were real big on making sure that they had the layers and that kind of stuff. So
So you can edit
um,
one thing at a time, right? And drop and drag and move things above. Oh. Ooh, that's a cool effect. I haven't ever used that one either.
So
So
I
both
was
of
really
them you're
cool
saying
house.
is bringing like the smoke is bringing in the clear
Hmm.
or the A, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, I see. Because you have two layers. One is an outline and one is the full letter.
Hmm.
Crafty.
So
I haven't
yeah,
done that either.
I mean, and you can add audio and everything. And I mean, you can upload audio. I've uploaded like songs from Apple Music and all of that. So,
Remember, we're live streaming. We'll get cut. Royalties.
uh,
Put the
but I'm
royalties.
just saying, like music from Apple Music that you're able to use. So, yes.
Okay, well, go ahead and take a moment here and finish up. Let's see what the if you can see the final or close to final product here.
Yeah, let's do it. And I'll put a Canva song.
That's a so it also has access to a royalty-free library, right?
Yes, correct.
And remember, you're not sharing your sound, I don't think,
So
but that's
there
okay.
we
You
are.
can see it. That's cool. So I'm just trying to look through the A's, right? There's some the A that came through there, and it's starting to open up again here in the middle.
And you can slow it down, speed it up, however you want. So,
Beautiful, awesome. Thank you so much for the tour, Andrea.
yes, of course.
Okay, I got a few more questions for you. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. I'm of course I'm sure that you have done your fair share of virtual meetings in the last 3 years, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. One of my other parts that I'm always curious about too, especially for you as a designer, a marketer, you'll probably too. I hear from you like you like to be in meetings that like are in the flow and not in the flow. Um, what has to happen in a virtual meeting for you to be like totally into it, be engaged or be into it?
Um, I do love when people share their screen. So for me, that's one of the biggest things that I do, screen sharing. But also, I mean, asking people to get in the comments and like interact. That has always been something that has helped me to stay engaged because sometimes you're like, okay, I'm on this virtual, but I'm also on my other screen doing something else.
Right. Well, I'm a prolific multitasker, but it is the number one complaint, or it's probably the number two or three complaint right now. Is my audience is multitasking, and I gotta put it back to the presenters. Right. That's a little bit your fault.
Right.
Right. Because if it's not moving or jamming or bringing your attention enough for you to multitask, then maybe that's not the content you should be saying or doing.
Right. That
Right.
is definitely true.
What was your top meeting in the last 3 years? I'm just curious to see, like either top presentation or top virtual meeting you were in.
Besides all of my own virtual meetings,
Of course, like you were doing a lot of. Were you doing training right all through the pandemic too?
yes. So I did a ton of virtual training during the pandemic. Actually, honestly, that's how I started. Was virtual.
Yeah.
Um, so the top one that I was just recently in, I was in a government training, and they talked about how to use social media during emergencies.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
so that was a really good one. And then I did a panel based out of Australia.
yeah.
And so I was a speaker, but I was also a speaker with another guy. He was based out of Canada and he was amazing. Like really, really good.
What
Very
was?
engaging.
What did he do?
I know you was gonna ask me his name.
No, I don't know. I don't care about his
He
name. What
just
did he
talked about
do? What did he do?
he just talked about how to use social media for government, but just like he changed his voice a lot. And so like even at times where I wasn't paying attention, I was like, look, and so just like he shared his screen, but he also had like animations and different things like that. His slides weren't the best, but they got my attention. Like they weren't fancy or anything like that, just very clean cut, but they got my attention and they were funny and he did really good.
There's two things that you said there too, which is varying your vocal quality is actually something one of my good friends who has an AI tool that will measure and give you your executive presence or your virtual presence
Mhm.
readings, right, in real time.
Right.
And they said in for 2023, the biggest need based upon all the feedback is that people do not vary their tone or voice or pace or things like that. And so it's amazing that when you get a speaker who does, right, that's where they're a pro. That's why they're getting paid. And so the other one that though that you said there too is that Let's see. So very good point. Oh, well, screen sharing and what was the other thing you said that he did?
Oh, animations. He had animations on his.
Oh,
Yeah, so he used a lot
simple
of GIFs. Uh-huh.
simple slide design that's funny.
Yes.
Right? That so the humor aspect too is another aspect of engagement that people sometimes don't get. And sometimes they think that this audience is not want funny. Let me tell you that that's the audience that wants funny more.
It is. It is for
What do
sure.
you do in your trainings to make it either fun or engaging?
Um, so outside of screen sharing, I use relatable situations.
Yeah.
In city government, oftentimes we feel alone, especially in this position,
Yes.
because we're the messenger for our entire city and we're the ones who get hammered. So just talk about relatable experiences,
Yes.
and they're always funny, of course. They ain't funny when they happen, but after the fact, you can laugh. And so, and then too, just calling it like it is. We have those people that we work with that are so behind the times and we need them to be on brand. And we still have people that have CD-ROMs with clip art on them in our city.
You know what?
So,
I just waiting for what you to say. Like, oh, hold on, I got to get this fax. Hold on. It's faxing now. Um,
like, why do we have that?
so a lot of people too in social media, like there's a whole track of people that say, one person show, right?
Mhm.
And so you're saying like in government social media, often doesn't it feel like
Mhm.
you're the only one who's specializing in this, but at least it's full
Correct.
time now because before it used to be somebody else's job, right?
Yes. Yeah. Wearing multiple hats. Yeah. Yeah. And I say that all the time too, 'cause especially here. Like, I'm literally the only one with social media marketing in my job description. So it's like, let me do my job. I'm the only one who got hired to do that, not you. Thank
Okay,
you for your help.
what's your top post you've ever created for somebody? Let me think about one of mine. Hold on. Oh, so I was sharing yesterday. We took this program called Sharks on the Beach for Urban Impact Seattle, and 12 during that program in 2020, 12 Black entrepreneurs got a chance to present their business plan for the first time, and it was Corona. It was like May of 2020, so it's like they had to convert quickly to virtual. So what
Mhm.
we asked is the 200 people who normally come in person to the show stay home, but now go watch the show and share the stream. And by sharing the stream, we got 18,000 views with no paid advertisement.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
What about you? What's one of your
Awesome.
stories?
I didn't get that many views, but we actually recently just did a video, a little short reel on a black kid who lives here in Wichita Falls that was told that he would not be able to be a fireman because he was not white.
What?
And so
2023?
his mom made a post on social media about it, and multiple people tagged me in the post just because they know my stance. And we still stay in a somewhat segregated town here in Wichita Falls. Um, and so what I did was, we do have one black fireman. So we got him and a bunch of other firemen and the fire chief, and we surprised the little boy and went to his house. So we recorded his experience, yes. And so that did go locally viral, but it did what it needed to do, and it got the point across.
That's cool. And that's cool when you can use your job and your platform, right, to do
Mhm.
something. And I just hope that kid never forgets, right? Like a fire truck coming to his house.
Mhm. So
That's
yeah, it was
super
super
cool.
cute. I'll have to send it to your inbox so you can watch it. It was really good.
I will share that immediately. So thank you for sharing that story. Let's see this part. What do you think the future of virtual is? I know some of us are coming back to in person, but I think like even this conference I went to, we were in
Mhm.
an expo. There's 9,500 people there, but we're in a massive expo, so we only have like 10 or 20 people maybe in our booth at a time. We actually
Mhm.
had 30 to 40 virtual that stayed for all 15 hours of training because it was free.
Right.
And so we actually have increased our leads from 50 to 100% by running hybrid from an expo floor. What do you think the future of virtuals holds for you and your city?
I think it will forever grow. And just because the more that people are using, the more that it's going to evolve. And it allows us to be in multiple places all at the same time. And so, but it also allows us to be able to touch a lot more people that we would never touch. And so I love it. I really do. It's hard sometimes because I'm a people person and I'm a hugger. But I've met so many people just online through the computer. I have the best friends on Facebook that I've never seen before in my life,
Yeah.
but we get each other, and I think that's the same with all things virtual.
Well, there we go. Oh, Andrea, I would love to share with you, and I'll search to see if I have a speaking opportunity. There's two organizations. One is Black Owned Business Excellence, who I get a chance to work with. I help produce their show. They do a symposium every February to kick off Black History Month.
Mhm.
And there's another group again. They're running another set of entrepreneurs for next year. I don't know if you'd be interested in helping them, but I know a lot of them are using Canva to try and promote their
Yes,
businesses. If you'd be interested, I'll try and find
I
you an
would
opportunity to
love
talk to them.
to. Yes, I would love to do that.
Cool. All right. Well, let's do this again. All of Andrea's information here, her website, and a place to connect with her is inside of the post for this link. Andrea, if you people only remember one thing from this interview, what would you want it to
Mhm.
be?
To use Canva.
You're not. Wait. You're not even paid. You're like, are you some kind of Canva ambassador yet, or anything like that?
I actually am a Canva champion.
Ooh.
So, oh, right?
I wrote a
I
book
got
about Zoom. Zoom hasn't even made me a champion yet.
a
Holy cow! That's
but
really
you can
cool.
never forget who wins. So if you need all your Canva advice or if you need help in Canva with all of your graphics, just go to who win. I'm on all platforms.
Well, go follow her. I will too. I hope to see you next year at GSM Con, which will be in
Yeah,
Palm Springs. And again, thank you so much. I hope
thank
you enjoyed the
you.
opportunity. Thanks for saying yes to this interview.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Cheers. I'll see you next time. All right, this is John Chen. We've been hanging around with the Canva Queen and Anndrea Harris. I hope you enjoyed that cool demo. There was definitely about 42 things that just happened there that I've never seen before in my life. So that's so great. And I will. I know I have a trial version of Canva. I don't have a pro version, but I'm going to take a closer look at it. And if anything, I know there's a free trial, so I do know that I have created some things. I have a conference coming up. Speaking of which, in October, of which I will be using Canva or some other tool to create some of the marketing for it. There is a free ticket as well as a VIP. It's engagingvirtualmeetings.com/CONF for conference. October 23rd through the 25th, 8 to 12 and 1 to 5 every Pacific Standard Time for those 3 days. This year's theme will be geared to people who teach online, who do conferences and summits, and we will show you how to do it to the best and to the highest. This is John Chen, who are tuning in to another Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast with Anndrea Harris. If you want to be a guest next time, click the link that's at the bottom of the post and click meet and then click interview. You pick 1 hour and we interview just like this, streaming to over 16 locations and then eventually finding its way on my podcast. I look forward to seeing you online. I hope you enjoyed this. I sure did. I will see you next time.
Don't we start people and keep old people? Show you got heart.